We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Turn his TV off, 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 turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in his rap thing, make siblings, nothing but my children. When they just appearing, I'm in a city with a flag, we getting thrown like it was passed in the fairness, padlock around the building, press pulling up and no more truck.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's first and 10 again. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Here's the handoff. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
Made now, third and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Trying the right side. Escapes the defender. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This is Henderson on second down. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll run here on first down. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. On play action, here's May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barrett Carter. And the Bengals are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Darts coming out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Clark going to throw again. He finds him beyond the marker. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. We start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. They run it from the gun with Wright. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. A give to Mason. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. The give now to Henderson. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So now here's 3rd and 5. On the gun, it's May. It's on target to Williams. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's a New England first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here goes the
Henderson on 1st and 10. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now give left side. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Here goes the
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down. Instead, it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Warren Gallis connects, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Complete over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Dart out of the shotgun. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Finds him on the crossing route. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now lead by 10. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action. May bails out of the pocket quick. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That goes for 32 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
It's a gain of
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's Henderson on the give. He's got a gain of 6 there. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
36-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Hand down to the back. And he's going to be right up against that line that they needed. Make it 3rd and maybe a yard at most from the 34.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. May throwing for it. Has him on the quick hitter. And the Bengals get to it. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Oh, close call there.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction, they're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the 1st.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They go play action. Here's May. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Drake made the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. It is caught left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Wright running out of the gun. He dodged the tackle. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Throwing from the gun here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he gets a 1 as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Warriors 17, let's go.
Back to throw, here starts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Running behind center with Wright. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Darts looking to throw.
At the Patriots' 6-yard line.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Well, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10. Here's May. Buys time, rolling right. Complete out to the right. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
May on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Uh-oh, trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he could find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's completed right side. Picked up a good chunk, but they stopped him shy of the first. It's 4th and short. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Here we go, 4th down. May. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Running right. Here's Wright. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 32. Here goes Dart to the air. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. McPherson's kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now Borregales on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a run with Wright. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Complete out to the right side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. Rose caught. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Here's the backup. First throw. Buying some time right. Catch made over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Trying an inside give to Henderson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
The ball's out! The ball's out! He lost it! And now the Bengals have it! So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Going on 1st down. It's Dart. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, here's Dart. That's going to be be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go, sack.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll go. Here's Darts. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-out completion that nets them the first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
19, go! Come 19, come.
Dart gonna throw again. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready? Crackle.
Darts looking at this third and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Takes this in at the 25. Jukes away from one. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Taken in by Williams outright. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second down now, they need 7. Give now to the running back. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that first down marker, Brock. Play gets it up to the 43.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has it downfield, working the left. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First down now, ball at the 33. Now a give running right. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
3rd down from the gun. Hits his running back. It's the first down, and he's still going. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots cut the lead down to 10.
27. Patriots 17. To kick off for New England.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target that time was Jalen Wright. And now it's third and short.
Less than a yard.
Ready? Crack all 80. I got it.
Here's a give inside to Wright. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Manages a gain of 3 there. And the Bengals have a first down.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go.
They run again with Wright. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Darts looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On first down, here's Darts. The right side, no one has it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
There's a give for Wright. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Dart setting in the throw here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. To throw, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. A good business decision there as he comes up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. On fourth down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Kid, any way you look at it, any script you were going to write for a comeback, it started with the field goal. They had to have that right there, and they don't. So you can rip up that script. Not sure there's enough time remaining to find a way to win.
They'll throw here on first. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barrett Carter.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. And that goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Bengals first down.
Here's Wright on the carry. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Offense to the line, second down. Right again. Keeps it moving. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead.
34, Patriots 17. Evan McPherson with a kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barrett Carter. And the Bengals get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock,